Hello and welcome to the Mad Sounds podcast, where I'm joined by the dirty little associate of mine,
Can you stop
Callum
calling me
Walker.
names? Can you stop calling me names? It's very mean.
How are you, mate?
I'm alright. I've been bedridden for the past few days.
You right, energy up, please.
I'm trying to keep my
Come
energy
on,
up.
look at.
I'm surprised I managed to leave the house today.
There's something people should notice.
Yeah. If it's not already obvious that you can see us.
Yeah. Wave at them or something. Yeah, so come on then. How have you been?
Just ill.
Yeah?
That's about it. It's just the January sort of sickness going of it.
Are you glad to be doing an actual episode after the last one where we just kind of rambled for a bit?
Yeah.
That wasn't a particularly.
But it had a point. It had a purpose.
There was a purpose. It was a shit episode, though. I thought.
Yeah.
I wasn't
most of these
particularly-
episodes are shit.
I don't think so. I think a lot of them have charm, funny, entertainment
Yeah,
value.
those are the only ones where I want it.
So do you know what's coming up on Friday?
Yes, I am aware. I
What's
booked
happening?
it off.
What's happening?
There is a Night Owl gig
Mhm.
at Legends in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I was in Manchester for the last one
I
on
don't care about
Saturday.
that.
That was good. That was a nice little time in Manchester, you know.
Yeah,
Almost got stuck.
nearly.
The trains, yeah, which you didn't even know about the storm.
I didn't even know about the storm. I've been bedridden again. I've not went outside for the past 3 days.
There's a theme with you.
What?
You're bedridden all the time.
Oh, it's just this.
You might as well be the guy off Bell and Sebastian.
I'm just. If I'm what, like, shut up, fuck off. I've got nothing.
Oh, and also to add on to what we said last episode, we said about the band thing. We were looking for a band to record an EP.
We have a band.
We have got
at
a
this
band.
current.
They've
Point
actually
in
been
time.
on the podcast.
Yes. Could you guess who they are?
Leave your comment down below who you think the band is.
Comment down below.
If you're right, I'll give you a high five.
This will actually be like that. Like this is a video.
Well, it's because it'll be up on YouTube. We weren't going to say too much about where we are, but shout out. I'll leave a link actually to a YouTube channel that you can go and subscribe to, and everyone go make sure you go subscribe to it. That'll be them. I'll put that as like the top link. I'll also link the album we're going to talk about. But yeah, go subscribe to that. You'll see.
It's very exciting.
Yeah, but we're back in usual tradition to talk about an album. I like doing albums. These are the best episodes.
Yeah.
These are like
This is where we're going. This is where we're going.
after Sunday, it's albums. We're in. The Night Owl podcast will be out soon, so you can still go listen to me interview people there. But
So it was,
albums.
yeah.
We picked an album that has influenced the music we're making at the minute.
It's also just an album I really
It
quite
is.
like.
You never don't yap about it.
Shut
You
up.
cried to the guitarist,
Yeah, but that was not because of this album. That was because of his solo stuff.
which I've not listened to.
Well, yeah, you can't. It's like
Why can't I?
he didn't release it on anything.
So, what is it on YouTube?
Might be live recordings will be on YouTube. I've got it on vinyl though, because
Okay.
there's only 300 pressings.
So if
of
I
the
rob
album.
your house,
Please don't. It's my most prized possession.
is it actually
It's signed and everything. Man.
more so than? I don't think
Mate, I've
so.
got
I'll
nothing.
give you. No,
I've
you
got nothing. I've got fuck all. This is
Do
all
you want
I
to
have.
introduce the album then?
Yes. So today we're doing Serfs Up by the Fat White Family.
It's an interesting album, you know. I say that a lot, but not often do albums feature some of the words that these guys say.
Yes, as
Good
a group
heavens.
of white men.
Yeah.
That's-
This is weird. It's sort of an album that is between post-punk and like it's got elements of electronic. Yeah. It's a weird one that it's a band with 8 members. Is it 8?
It's like 7 or 8.
It's like
something
there's a lot of
ridiculous.
people in this band, and it does not sound like it.
This is their third album.
It is the first album.
Champagne Holocaust.
Yeah, is a mess.
It's a great
There's
mess.
a little
though.
bit of
I love
something
it.
in it.
I
mean,
love it.
I really don't get that. I get there's a little something. There is obviously like I get the appeal of it. There is something pretty cool about it.
I just like how it's like there's some very good songs on it.
Well, I mean, isn't the whole point that it's shit though?
Yeah, but like it's
The
from
second album is its songs for
Our Mothers.
yeah, I've not listened to
that's
that.
very good.
So the first album, I don't mind. This album though, I think it's staggeringly different to the first one.
Yeah, in the second one as well.
Is it? Is it different to that? What's the second one like?
It's a lot more like it's a bit more like the first one, except there's a bit more polish to it.
Okay, can you go on? Tell us a bit about them. Go on.
Okay, so they were formed in a squat in Peckham all of them are addicted to heroin and stuff like that.
That's why the first album sounds so
It was
shit. Because it's literally when you listen to the first album, there's songs I like on it, to be honest, but as an album, it just sounds so weird.
Yeah, because it was just dope fiends.
Hmm.
Great.
There's definitely, I mean, alongside, I assume, other reasons, one of the reasons Serfs Up sounds so different is this was actually like this was their first, or their album release for, I think, Domino, the guys that signed like Arctic Monkeys and shit.
It's
Richard
also
Dawson, like a really cool label, aren't they? They do a lot of like independent shit.
also it was their first album
Not
where they
independent,
were.
different.
It was their first album where they were all off drugs.
Yeah.
Because a lot of time when they were touring for their second album, or in the lead up to their second album, a lot of them were in and out of rehab.
There's
a lot.
It doesn't sound like I would love to know how all of the members fit in to this album, because I've listened to this album probably more than I listen to most albums we do, because there were certain songs that I really struggled. It's a very interesting listen. I do like it.
Oh, I love this. I love the Fat White Family. They're one of my favourite bands.
They are.
There's just something about them.
I don't know. It's a weird. I do like the album, but there are songs that I don't particularly like, and I really don't get how there are so many members of it.
Most on this album, because a lot of it is electronic, but the earlier ones, it's like.
Well, it's not even just that it's electronic. It's that it's almost. I suppose it's a good thing because it doesn't sound cluttered. When you've got those bigger bands, you usually do get like there's very real thing can be like cluttered and it can sound shit, sound like a load of wank. This doesn't, but I really don't see how they can all have had an input. And actually, you've just told me that the guitarist.
Yes,
left.
Saul. Still don't know for the life of me how to pronounce his second name.
Go on, have a go.
Saul Adamswetskier. I don't know how you pronounce
Okay.
it. I've met the guy. I met him at Sneaky Pete's in Edinburgh over the summer. I went to go see him there. And he was supported by a band called Scorpio Leisure, who are very good. They're also very good. I'm pretty sure they're actually signed in Glasgow somewhere. But that was a very good gig. And he started in a band called the Metros, which were like a little indie pop band. So it's really funny that they went. If you go and listen to anything by the Metros and then listen to like Fat White Family, it's really funny that like there's such a difference.
I like the album cover on this as well. On Serfs Up.
Yeah.
It's a cow.
It's a cow in a big hill.
Yeah, which is I mean, it's called Serfs Up. Serfs
Serfdom.
Well, yes.
Medieval,
do you know
like.
that the definition is that they're agricultural workers who work under a lord.
Yeah.
An estate. I googled that because I wanted to have a.
You and your
definition.
fucking Googling.
Well, I mean, if I don't do research, you're not going to, so it would be a bit weird.
No, I wing these. I wing these
You
things.
do, yeah, which is you can tell a
I'm
lot of
wearing
the
a
time.
purple shirt.
This is a.
Wing my outfit today.
We'll do a usual thing. We'll go through kind of track at a time, back and forth and whatever. The mixture of electronic and post punk is pretty cool. It's not really like a sleeper mod. It's kind of like I say. It's kind of what we're gonna do, isn't it? Right.
Yeah.
It's very much just very sparse, and there's a lot of kind of ambient sound, I'd say, that fills it up, and a lot of the layers that are actually done in this album are provided from backing vocals, the harmonies and stuff, which is very, I mean, it's interesting, but it also means that it gets to a certain point for me listening to this album where there are a few songs that I'm just like, skip it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of influences on this album.
Massively.
Or at least just they're influenced by a lot of bands in general. Very much by The Fall. Like, you can tell a lot of their stuff.
The vocal delivery is rather, I mean, I Am Marky Smith is literally one of the songs.
It's not on this album, but like it was one of their singles that they just released standalone. Very good, also a very good song.
Yeah, you can tell that there's the influence there. I think we'll start with the first song.
Yes.
Not only because it says interesting word, but
also the lead single.
The first song is the one song that I didn't write notes for, but it's because I've listened to it so much because I really do like it.
I love this song.
It's really good, yeah. It's called Feet.
I love Feet.
I know you do. And this is just a good little song, isn't it? It's not a little song, it's like 5 minutes long. So can you tell us more about how much you love Feet?
Fuck off, mate. No, you've ruined it. You've ruined it. You keep going. Keep going.
I told you I wanted to say that.
I forgot.
I knew you would. It's interesting. Do you know what I do like? One thing I want to point out straight off the bat I like about this song is that the chorus is feet don't fail me, but there's a bit where he says no, and it like goes along, and it sounds like, I don't know what effect it is, but it basically sounds gradually more and more like there's a vocoder on it. It sounds really cool.
Yeah, they've got that
Um,
like T-Pain auto tune on
Yeah,
it.
he's very similar to T-Pain actually. Subjects matter. Right.
Is
What?
what are you gonna bring it up or not? Or am I gonna bring it up?
You can bring it up.
Well, the fact that the song just says the M word.
Yeah, it's a good start to the album.
Yeah, what the fuck's that about?
Well, you'll have a better. I was hoping you could give me insight as to some of the lyrics on this album because, with the exception of a few songs, I have very little idea what they're talking about.
I think the best thing about the Fat White Family is you really don't read into it.
Okay.
Because a lot of time it doesn't really mean much.
I was kind of hoping it would, mostly because they say that lyric specifically. I mean, it's a well written lyric.
Yeah.
Maybe not to be sung by him.
Yeah, live so.
Do you have any insight as to what?
Well,
he's
all I know
yapping
is it's
about?
like they're very left-wing individuals.
Mhm.
Like that's, you know, so they're obviously not like actually racist.
Well, yeah.
But at the same time, like, I feel like the whole song's just about like life shit, mate.
Yeah,
And you got to keep going on.
that's a theme with these guys. I seem to notice that they like to talk about that a lot.
Like decrepit shit though, like actually evil decrepit shit.
Huh.
Like fucking. I mean, the opening lines to the song is the whole like, I can't believe it, I can't believe my eyes. The thing that I saw down
between
there.
your
Down,
thighs.
yeah, was
He's smooth with it.
yeah. If he didn't have a
Um,
voice, they sounded really funny.
He has got an interesting voice. He does have a resemblance like Marky Smith and these kind of post-punky guys, but at the same time, he sings, and the backing vocals are actually something to behold in these songs.
Yeah,
They're actually really good.
I
do
think there are some songs where the backing
Okay,
backing vocalist is a better singer than.
Well, no, that's a full stop. Yes,
Yeah.
Who is?
I'm pretty sure it's Saul.
Oh, I thought so. Is he a good singer? Then?
Yeah, his
Yeah.
solo stuff is really good.
That's not what you listen to this for. You're not listening to it for like a deli voice. You know what I mean?
No, I
Um,
listen to it for grotty shit.
It basically is. I'm gonna just go in with the second song because I've wrote quite a lot about it. I Believe in Something Better is really weird.
I like this one.
It's very dancey. The electronic part, especially the drums, comes in. It's very prominent.
Yeah, it has that sort of like.
Do you know what this song's about?
No,
The Unabomber.
of course
Like
it is.
they said that.
Of course it is. It's always some shit like that. It's always some shit like that with these guys. It's like, oh, we're gonna write a song. Oh, it's about fucking Fred and Rosemary West, something like that.
So if these songs are weird, it took me a long time to kind of get into it. It's very monotonous, right? But like, it's the monotony, especially the delivery, is dead like melodic, right? So I find myself listening to it, bored, turning it off, and then singing it, which is not usually.
It's like everybody's stalling.
That's not usually how it works. It's catchy, but and all like the lyrics again. What the fuck's he yapping about? Like I know that it's about. I know what it's about. It's
I
not.
could not make the Unabomber connection.
No.
R.I.P.
Ooh. Should we have a look at some of the lyrics?
I remember the lyrics. I've listened to the album. God
Recite
knows
it
how
then,
many
mate.
times. No,
Word for word.
it's still like it's like everybody's stalling. You know, I never had enough time. Still don't know what it means.
But I mean, it's an interesting thing to write a song about. And do you want to pick another song? Pick your favourite.
Pick my favourite.
Your favourite.
My favourite is probably. We've not done my favourite.
Mhm.
My favourite is probably the lead. I'm not even sure if it's the lead single. It was one of the bigger songs off the album, which is "Tastes Good with the Money."
That is the third single.
Third.
I like. Actually, that's my favourite song.
It's my favourite
You
song.
actually say I've wrote it there. My favourite song here.
It's a very good
Yeah.
song.
It is. It's about a guy who moves away from a poorer area out of a flat and then gets rich and becomes obsessed with money.
Yeah.
This is probably one of the best examples of them sounding cinematic. That's one thing that kind of differentiates them between similar music to this is that they don't kind of. It's not. It's this album specifically isn't really that grotty sounding.
Yeah.
The lyrics probably do a lot of the legwork as far as sounding fucking minging goes. Go on, I'll let you.
No, it's one. It's just that like it starts with a whole like sort of church like
Yeah,
monk hymn thing.
yeah, it's cool.
And it just cuts into that fucking guitar.
Yeah, which is the guitar. The guitar's weird on this album.
It's
I
one of the
think.
songs where it's like, yes, every member of the band had some sort of input.
Yeah. The chorus is
Yes.
something to behold. I can't lie. The chorus is really good. I mean, the drums and the guitar, the harmonies on the vocal, it's just really fucking good.
There's a line. It's a line from like the second chorus where it's like extends it. It reminds me a lot of like working. Like,
Come on.
where it was all these. Thing is, when I was working, all these tourists were coming around, and it was like, it's like, oh, this litter had just started appearing. People were like not moving in the streets, and it was just starting to like everything was getting swamped because it was Edinburgh Fringe. And it was all like people from nowhere making poison everywhere. It was just like, where the fuck have all these people come from?
Mm-hmm.
And why am I having to suffer for it?
Yeah, fair enough. I see what's your favourite song.
But it's just like, also the video is really good.
Not seen the video.
I've shown you, it's the Monty Python fucking one.
I've seen the video.
Yeah.
No,
Very good. It's very
yeah,
Monty
it's a cool video.
And also it has Baxter Jury on it, as in Ian Jury's son.
Yeah,
He does the spoken word bit.
which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Fair play to them. I mean, doing good for themselves. Another fun little fact about this band, actually, did they not support Liam Gallagher at Nebworth or something?
Yes, I'm pretty sure they supported Liam Gallagher at Nebworth, and it was like the reactions. Just watching the reactions was so funny.
Yeah.
Do you think a type of person who's going to fucking Nebworth specifically to see Liam Gallagher, and then you just get like these guys up on stage, doing shit.
I like that though. I like when I like when people get support acts that aren't similar. I think that's cool.
Yeah, but the problem is these
like
guys
Liam
aren't.
Gallagher was meant to have Slow Tie when I went to see him, and Slow Tie had to pull out basically because everyone was complaining, and then fucking DMAs played. But no, I think that's cool. People should do that more.
Yeah.
Get someone that you like instead of like someone that's similar.
Yeah, but there was just all the Liam Gallagher fans sitting like, what the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this? Who are these guys?
Was that not? It was after Serfs Up as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, because
So they'll have sang Feet.
well, they did a whole bunch of them. It ended with him like on the ground screaming.
I love that. I mean,
I love them because they're just genuinely like weirdos. Me, more actual like bands.
I could see
filled
a
with weirdos.
crossover between people that like Liam Gallagher's music and these though.
Yeah, but people going to Nebworth aren't going to because they like the artsy aspect of music. They like it because they're still obsessed with the 90s, and you were born in 2004.
Right, speaking of which, actually, I've probably spoke about it already. Have you heard the new Liam Gallagher song?
No.
So it's with John Squires from the Stone Roses.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he just sings the colours of the rainbow, mate. Like I genuinely have tried. I used to try and defend him because I like some of his songs and whatever. He's got some like really good slow songs. You listen to something like that, and it genuinely makes you want to chop my head off. It's awful.
I keep forgetting we've got Julian Casablancas behind us. Like,
My boo. Well, we've got MF Doom up there. I
MF
don't know if you
Doom.
can see that, but we've got MF Doom. I mean, can you imagine the Fat White Family being sat here?
no.
I like the name as well.
You'll be
Actually,
able to fit them all.
and none of them are fat.
No, there is one guy whose name's like Alex White, but he joined the band later. And he's a keyboard player.
Is
or some
that
shit like
well?
that.
So why are they called the Fat White Family?
Because they were.
There's a lot of them, I suppose.
It's about you know, like, oh, what is it? Fucking like, it's a commentary on like capitalism.
Right. Okay.
It's like the whole nuclear family.
Right. No.
like,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like
upper class, like a fat,
yes, not yeah. I get it.
greedy.
No, it's quite. I really like the name. I love the
Like the
name of the
nuclear
album
family
as well.
stuff like that.
Surf's Up's a really fucking cool name for an
They've
album.
got very good album names.
Yeah, I think Surf's Up's the best.
I think they all. It suits.
Do you think that the name suits the album?
Yes, I think all the
Really?
names to the albums that they've done suit the albums, especially the first album.
Hmm.
Like an album with all those
Well,
songs
yeah,
called
actually, yeah.
Champagne. Also, the album cover for that one's just like a cartoon
It's
pig
awful, yeah.
holding a hammer and sickle. Waits fucking cock it.
Yeah. Much like me, actually, this morning.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the.
I'm gonna pick another little song for you.
Yeah, please
I
do.
actually want to pick the one song here that I feel like has the most the lyrics that make the most sense to me. The last song, Bobby's Boyfriend.
Yes.
I can actually read or listen to it and be like, oh my, I know what this song's talking about. My God.
I like how grotty this one sounds.
I mean, yeah. I think this is a good event. The album. I was getting a bit bored.
The
at this point.
off-tune-
Not bored, but I was
I prefer
getting
the second half of the album. Fuck you.
No, I've got a thing where, see, when I expect what's coming next, like the reason that "Let's Get It On" by Marvin Gaye, I didn't give it as high as I maybe wouldn't, I suppose, but it's because I've listened to it more. So this album might be the same, where I might listen to it more and end up liking it more than I do. But
There's a brand new
a
kind
lot,
of
I
pain,
get to
though.
a point in a lot of albums where, like, second half and stuff, you know what they're gonna do. Like, I'm not surprised. I'm like, oh yeah, I know what this song's gonna be. And I was kind of getting to that point. I really like this song because it does change it up a little bit, with the beautifully worded chorus of "Bobby's boyfriend is a prostitute and so is mine."
Yeah, I don't actually know this. I don't read into the lyrics in Fat White Family, man. I just like how they sound.
I just think that this is written like, I feel like it's got more of a point than the other ones. Not necessarily that I know what they're talking about, but I feel like I can kind of listen to it and go along with the kind of narrative that it paints,
Yeah.
which you don't necessarily get from a lot of the other ones. I'm gonna pick another song because I made notes. I want to talk about the song before that, "When I Leave."
I do quite like this
It
one.
starts the little plinky plonky
Yeah, the
number.
fucking.
Yeah, it's cool. It's very different, and then it's quite cinematic. But then this is the song that was like, I don't like it as much because as cool as the little plinky plonky thing is, mate, I knew what it was gonna sound like.
Yeah, I quite like it. It's very much if it ain't broke, don't fix it sort of thing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I just like how they all sound. But it does sound like a lot of the other songs. Like it sounds a lot like Rock Fishies and
Massively,
Oh Sebastian.
Yeah. I like the song names on this a lot. What does vagina denter mean? Nope. Okay. I was kind of hoping to give me some insight as to why they've got a song called Vagina. That's quite a cool song because it's like psychedelic influence and shit, which I do quite like to see, especially when you've got 8 pricks in your band. I suppose you want to see different influences coming in.
Very Brian Jonestown Massacre.
Yeah.
Sort of like sound.
No, it is. Yeah, I feel like I was talking about them the other day. Don't know. Doesn't matter. This is an interesting album. How did you find the Fat White Family?
Accident.
'Kay.
Just by accident. I
It's
was
like-
just going through like different playlists on Spotify, and I clicked on what was it, I Am Marquis Smith, and I was like, these guys sound alright. Checked out whatever the most popular one was, which was Touch the Leather, which is very good. Even if it does steal the entire guitar riff from fucking Viva Las Vegas. Has that fucking
telling me about that about 400 times. You probably said that on this podcast.
I definitely have.
Probably.
I don't remember. I black out whenever we do these
I
episodes.
can tell, actually.
I'm not gonna remember any of this.
Anyone home?
Yeah, there we go. That's how I found out about them by accident.
Yeah.
They're very good.
Is this your favourite album of theirs?
Probably, but there's not a lot to play with.
Well, it's 3 albums, I mean.
Yeah, but like I like all 3 of the albums.
I do like it. I mean, I like the influences. I think it's a cool
And
sounding.
they've got quite a good. They've got good few singles.
Some of the newer stuff, the new stuff, I quite like.
Yeah, they've actually just, as we're recording this, they released another single this morning called was it Bullet of Dignity.
What artists do you think you could compare these to for people listening that are kind of intrigued? Because there's a lot of influences here, electronic, post-punk. As I said, there's certain moments of like psychedelic influence and whatever.
Definitely.
What would you compare it to? Because it's a bit weird.
The Fall,
Do you reckon?
but like not like early fall. I mean
Later.
like later fall.
Even though earlier falls better.
Sort of like Birthday Party a wee bit.
Do you think? Oh, I don't. No, I think the Birthday Party more mental.
Yeah,
Bro, just like screams.
but like I feel like some of their songs head that direction. You know.
Yeah, I suppose. I get that. Anything else?
I don't know.
I think
What would you say?
they're quite hard as far as comparisons go, but they're also not. Like, they're not necessarily hard because there isn't things you can compare. The Fall, and I think The Fall's a pretty fair one. And a lot of kind of glossier. Some of the newer post-punk I think sounds a bit too clean, but there are certain bands that I would compare it to that Hotel Lux for a band I used to really like. I don't know why I'm saying them because no one knows who they are, but that kind of thing.
Very niche underground band.
Yeah, like Oasis as well.
Shut the
Playboy
fuck up,
Carti.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
So a lot of these kind of newer bands I kind of can see elements of it, but that's obviously just a production thing. On that note, I didn't see any producers that they'd work with? Do they produce it themselves?
Not a fucking clue. I'm convinced that they record it in a oneer and whap it on there, man.
So us, mate.
Yeah.
Us with the podcast and the band.
Mainly the podcast.
And the band.
Yeah, but like we do like no mastering for the podcast.
I master it.
Yeah, you master it. You stick a span on it and then upload it, man.
That's not true. I use a Ulean loudness meter actually.
the same
and
fucking
stick
thing.
limiters on it. And I actually, in fairness, I also the levels of both channels are actually different. Like, because the gains sometimes they're not. They're the same, but like I master them differently and then do I mix them and then I do stuff. Do you know how to use Ableton?
No,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to learn either.
Nope. We're gonna do great this year.
I
Aren't
refuse to
Right.
learn.
we? Stop yapping. I want to know what your favourite song is off this album.
I've already told you.
I meant to say the other one.
What?
Least favourite.
Least favourite? Probably Rockfishes, but that's only 'cause I've listened to it too many times.
Okay, so in actuality, it's not. You've just listened to it so much you can't hack it anymore.
Yeah, but I don't have a least favourite song.
Okay, you don't have to have a least favourite song.
Maybe
but
Fringe Runner. I think it's more.
Oh, wait, really? I
Probably
really
the
like
most
that one.
boring out of all of them.
I like the bass line.
Yeah, that's
And that's the song that I noticed. Considering there's like 8 pricks in the band, it doesn't sound like that, and I like that. Like we've said before that a band, the Slackhead incident specifically, I remember saying this too. It sounded like there was more than 3 of them.
yeah.
That's a good thing in that instance. When it comes to 8 people, however, you don't want to sound like there's 8 people.
Yeah, you want to sound like it's 5.
It doesn't sound cluttered. I like that one. I think When I Leave is definitely my least favourite song though.
I think I also quite like Oh Sebastian.
Yeah, it's a good one. I want so
Is there anything more inspiring than a menial job? No, there isn't.
I want to know what you're giving this album.
I would give it an 8 out of 10.
an 8.
Yeah, I
That's
really like this
weirdly low.
album. Oh, 8.5. Oh, yeah, I was kind of preparing for you to also say I would
I'm
give
not
it a
saying
9,
eight, no.
but like,
No, I'm saying 7.
fuck you. Okay, so we're giving it
I'd
an
say
8 then.
7.
We're giving it an 8
Yeah.
then. Fuck that.
I can't believe you said 8. That was mental. I'm gonna give you a little bit of I want to go through other things you've gave an 8 to compare. If I can find my ranking. Shout out the Mad Sounds ranking notes. It's just got
This is what
unnecessary amount of albums.
I like that when we're not recording, like people can't see that you're on your phone 90% of the time, but now they are recording it.
Well, it's what I make my notes on.
Yeah, maybe write them down, like on a notepad, like.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's
I thought it was my
unnecessary. Why have
notepad.
you whipped out Vonnegut for fuck's sake?
I thought it was my notebook. It is Sirens of Titan by Kurt Vonnegut.
So other albums you're giving it.
don't
Ready
think
to Die by Biggie got an 8.25.
Yeah, I wasn't on that episode. was I?
Psychodrama by Dave got an 8.4.
I wasn't on that episode. Yeah, but these are episodes you do like plebs.
808s and Heartbreak got an 8. Sorry, we playing.
There's the
1,000 Gex got an 8.5.
these are all episodes I wasn't on.
We did these. Silent Alarm 8, Animals by Pink Floyd 8, Crystal Castles 8, Demon Days, Romcom, Frailty. Mate, we're like IGN but music reviews.
Okay, I don't want to give it more than 8. I want to let it stand out.
Right,
Give it
well,
like an 8.5.
okay, I'll let you because I'm
Yeah.
nice like that. I mean, look, I'm maintaining that I would give it probably a 7, but it might grow on me. There are songs that I really like. There are songs I don't really care about. It's interesting. On that note, next episode will be another album. Well, it won't. The next episode is going to be another album. Do you know what album it's going to be?
No.
Shall I tell you?
Yes, because you've not told me.
I haven't told you,
What's
no.
going to
And
happen?
I wasn't going to tell you right now, but I feel like while we're being like nice like this, I'll tell you. So the album that I've decided upon, drum roll please.
Jesus Christ, man, just tell me.
Okay, it's Get to Heaven by Everything Everything.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, maybe it won't be.
It could have been worse. You could have said worse.
I want to give you things that you wouldn't usually listen to
Yeah,
because you find something you like and that's you.
I know what I want.
Well, we are also going to start doing reviews.
Yeah.
of like new albums. So we can pick like a few. Every
There's actually
episode.
quite a few albums coming out soon.
Go on, what we saying?
We're gonna. There's a new Idols album.
Yeah, we'll do
comes out
that.
soon.
The last album's disappointing. I thought
Yeah, Idols verge between
really good and really mediocre.
like they have that sort of like Sleaford Mods thing, where it's either they're really good or just embarrassing.
I think music-wise, Sleaford Mods tend to be really good.
Yeah,
I
they're
think
just
if you like them, you like
embarrassing
a lot of
folk.
it. They're embarrassing because of
Just
their
spineless.
attitude.
They're
Yeah,
fucking spineless.
yeah. What else is coming out? I genuinely don't know.
Uh,
Lyrical Lemonade, you gonna do that?
Yeah, we'll do a new Lyrical Lemonade. There's other albums I can't even fucking remember.
This fucking guy. I don't
Mate,
know.
are we doing the fucking we're doing the debut album for the last dinner party, mate?
What?
You don't know the fucking last dinner party? It's like they supported Hosier.
Right, okay.
It's like
Sorry, why would I know that?
I don't know. It's like lesbian music. It's like Hosier.
Yeah, but quite like Ozzy. I'm not listening to his new album. I liked his first two. I actually did. Like, it goes hard. See, what is it? Mavis Cried Power or something. That's
Hosier's
a really good. Song. He is pretty good, yeah. You didn't have that opinion 2 weeks ago. You've changed up.
Yeah,
You've
because
been
I've been
listening to
forced to.
him.
I've been forced
What
to.
you've been listening to? Which songs?
Just I've been kept. One of my mates has kept sending me just Hosier songs.
Which ones?
Like from his old album.
First one. with
I'm
Tim
pretty
Nichols,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
That's an alright album.
There are some good songs in there.
He's got a voice on him, hasn't he?
Luke went to see Hosier.
Did he?
Yeah.
Why? Who with? Olivia?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Oh, either that. but me and Phil were
We're
outside
just
waiting for
yapping.
my mate. Me and Phil were outside waiting for my mate to show up because she was keeping at my flat.
Right.
I mean, Phil were going out for pints. And while me and Phil are waiting there, and Phil's trying to judo throw me in this crowd of Hosier fans, Luke just walks past.
Did he stop?
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice.
Stop saying hi, but he was also like, I've got to go catch my train, as Phil had me in like a headlock.
Well, if anyone wants an update on Luke Band, you can go and listen to the 2023 award show episode of the Mad Sounds podcast.
That episode was like 3 weeks ago, man. It's not an update
2
on Luke Batten.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but he could be dead by now.
All right, don't tell them. Brilliant. So I think, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's about all we've got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got nothing else to say.
I can tell. Thank you all for listening.
Yeah.
Like I say, in the description, I'll leave a link to Serfs Up.
I don't
Go
know.
listen to it. Tell us what you think. I will leave a link to the very special YouTube channel I mentioned. Go give that a subscription.
I don't know what day this will be out, but if you're...
Monday.
Well, this will be out Monday, so
Yeah.
there's no point in me saying, like, go to the gig on Friday.
No. I mean, the video might be up sooner.
Okay, so if this is up before Friday, go to the gig on Friday. If it's not up before Friday,
Nice and sleazy.
Just
8th
ignore.
of February.
8th of February, I'm asking for that off as well.
Yeah. So that'll be something to do. No, it'll be great. Thank you all for listening.
Yeah, thank you for listening.
Yeah, go follow
You go
everything.
follow and subscribe,
brilliantly.
like and subscribe.
Goodbye.
Subscribe, it'll be down.
Yep.
Over there somewhere.
Goodbye.